Hi Sam. I'm glad to see you again. Today, we're learning a very interesting word.
Wenn.
Hi Alex.
Wenn.
What does it mean?
Great question.
Wenn.
Means if or when in English, depending on the context. The most common usage is as if. It's important to note that it can be a bit confusing, especially when thinking about similar words like
Als.
which means when in a different sense.
So, how do I use
Wenn.
in a sentence?
You can say,
Wenn es regnet, bleibe ich zu Hause.
which means if it rains, I stay home. In the present tense, you can use it with different subjects. For example,
Wenn du arbeitest, bist du beschäftigt.
means if you work, you are busy.
What about past tense?
Good question. In past tense, you might say,
Als ich klein war, spielte ich draußen.
which means when I was small, I played outside. Here
Als.
is more appropriate because it's referring to a specific time in the past.
Interesting. So is there a specific origin for
Wenn.
Yes, actually. The word
Wenn.
comes from Old High German,
Wenn er.
which means to wish or to want. It has evolved over centuries to its current meaning, reflecting the conditional nature of if and the temporal aspect of when.
That's fascinating.
Now, let's break it down a bit.
Wenn.
Doesn't really have a prefix or suffix since it's a simple word. But we can think of it as a building block in conditional sentences.
So it's like a Lego piece that connects ideas.
Exactly. It connects different parts of a sentence.
Are there other words that are similar?
Yes. There are many. For example, we have
Wann.
which means when, and it's used for specific times. Then there's which means whether. Also, consider.
Falls.
Another word for if.
Falls.
Is like.
Wenn.
Yes, but
Falls.
is often used in more formal contexts. Other examples are
Sofern.
which means provided that, and
Sobald.
meaning as soon as.
Can you give me some real-life situations where I would use
Wenn.
Sure. Imagine you're at work. You might say,
Wenn ich Zeit habe, helfe ich dir.
which means if I have time, I will help you.
If I have time, I will help you. Got it.
Great. Another situation might be at a restaurant. You could say,
Wenn das Essen gut ist, komme ich wieder.
meaning if the food is good, I will come back.
If the food is good, I will come back.
Perfect. Lastly, when traveling, you might say,
Wenn ich ankomme, rufe ich dich an.
which means if I arrive, I will call you.
If I arrive, I will call you.
Excellent job, Sam. Now, let's talk a bit about gender. Since
wenn,
is a conjunction, it doesn't have a gender. But if we think of related nouns, like
Bedienung,
which means service, it's feminine. You can remember it because it ends with
ung,
which is typically feminine in German.
That's a good tip.
Regarding usage,
wenn,
is quite informal and widely used in everyday conversation. Typical collocations include phrases like
wenn ich Zeit habe,
meaning if I have time, and
wenn du möchtest,
which means if you want.
What are some commonly confused words?
You might confuse
wenn,
with
als,
sometimes, as they both relate to time. Just remember, use
wenn,
for conditions and
als,
for specific past events.
Can you give me another sentence with?
wenn,
Of course. You can say,
wenn ich müde bin, gehe ich früh ins Bett.
which means if I am tired, I go to bed early.
I see.
And here's another one.
Wenn die Sonne scheint, gehen wir nach draußen.
Which means if the sun is shining, we go outside.
That's nice.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. Can you tell me what
Wenn,
means?
It means if or when.
Correct. What's a good example sentence with?
wenn,
wenn es regnet, bleibe ich zu Hause.
That's right. How about a situation where you might use it?
At work, like if I have time, I will help you.
Great. What's the difference between
wenn,
and?
als,
Wenn,
Is for conditions, and
als,
is for specific past events.
Perfect. Last question, can you think of a synonym for?
wenn,
Maybe.
falls.
Exactly. Well done, Sam. To summarize, we learned that
wenn,
means if or when, depending on the context. It helps us form conditional sentences and connect ideas. Keep practicing, and you'll get even better.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed this lesson.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep up the great work.